Hi, this will be one of your hosts for the following section, Luis Moreno. In this third episode of our series, we'll be focusing on the current situation of the Rohingya people as of 2022. We plan on discussing what the current situation of the Rohingya is, how international communities have responded to this crisis so far, and how stances have changed in countries such as Bangladesh and India that are hosting the fleeing Rohingya. As of 2022, there are over 943,000 Rohingya refugees living in countries such as Bangladesh and Thailand. The most highly congested of these refugee camps are located in Cox's Bazar and Bhasan Char, a small island off the coast of Bangladesh. While the camps are able to provide basic necessities such as food, shelter, and water, there remains what the future of the Rohingya will look like, especially so after Myanmar military had staged a coup against the Myanmar government in 2021, propping up a military junta that has left the country in quite an unstable position. The Tamdawa, the same Myanmar military who perpetuated the attacks on the Rohingya in 2017 in the Rakhine State, are now in charge. With these conditions, the lives of many remaining Rohingya in Myanmar are still at risk. While many countries have been working alongside the UN to host the Rohingya refugees and have been collaborating willingly since 2017, recent developments demonstrate the toll of the situation. For example, Bangladesh is starting to put restrictions on the amount of refugees that can enter the country. According to a report from Human Rights Watch, in 2022, the Bangladeshi government placed restrictions on livelihoods, movement, and education, which has made the lives of Rohingya very much uneasy, reminiscent of the conditions they had originally sought to escape from in Myanmar. 28,000 Rohingya refugees were taken from mainland Bangladesh to Bhasan Char, where the refugees already on the island face restrictions to that of their mainland counterparts. It is important to note that the Bangladeshi government's priority in this crisis is repatriation. The Bangladeshi government has sought to cooperate with the Myanmar government to repatriate the Rohingya refugees, having done so since 2017. Two attempts to repatriate the refugees were unsuccessful, as many still felt unsafe returning to Myanmar. In addition to this, sponsoring countries such as India, Malaysia, and Thailand have placed many refugees in detention camps within each of the countries. In particular, India's history with the Rohingya demonstrates a very tumultuous relationship between the two. According to a report by the London Story, not only were the Rohingya stigmatized as terrorists due to their Muslim faith, but they were denied many rights afforded to previous asylum-seeking groups such as Tibetan Buddhist refugees in 1951. In another report by the Human Rights Watch from 2022, Thailand treated the many Rohingya crossing the border and swimming across the Indian Ocean as illegal immigrants, a policy that Thai authorities have followed through to this day. Thai authorities have also stated that they wanted to return the refugees back to Myanmar in spite of the current situation that the Rohingya face. The Rohingya are still trying to survive the current situation, but there are still major issues that keep the situation from turning in the favor of the Rohingya. As of now, many countries have either started to express opposition to housing the Rohingya or want the Rohingya to return back to Myanmar. However, we have seen that the United States and many other countries have decided to cooperate in helping. However, the situation still remains grim. It is clear that further help is needed to solve the crisis in Myanmar. We will continue our discussion on the Rohingya crisis and focus our attention on the big question. Is the situation faced by the Rohingya people of Myanmar genocide or not? Stay tuned, as we'll have more on this in our next episode.